The year was 1909 when Eustace Ziegler stepped ashore the boomtown of Cordova.
Yeah, he was there to take over the Episcopal mission. But Laurel, how did this minister's journey go from preaching to painting?
Ziegler began his preaching career when he arrived in the boomtown of Cordova. And it didn't take him long to become one of the townspeople. He might have looked like a cheechako, but he was no tenderfoot. The 22-year-old had spent summers working for logging crews in the Northwoods of his native Michigan.
So how did he do as a preacher? Was he successful?
Well, he found he had to compete with 26 saloons that lined the main street of Cordova. But it didn't take long for him to become friends with just about everybody, and they all started calling him Zieg. And he let them all know that they were welcome at the Red Dragon, which was so named because the mission building was painted a bright red. Now, Ziegler, who knew he loved to paint by the age of 7, had studied at the Yale School of Fine Arts before heading north. And he also loved the great outdoors, so Alaska was a perfect fit for him. And it didn't take long for him to start painting again.
What kinds of things did Ziegler paint?
Well, he started by hanging paintings of great religious meaning in the Red Dragon. But then when he started traveling to the villages, he began capturing the beauty of nature and the people in oils, watercolors, woodcuts, and dry point.
So when did he become a painter officially for a living?
Well, it was a painting of a mountain scene that was for sale at Fersman's drugstore in Cordova that changed the course of his life. The president of the Alaska Steamship Company saw it and liked it so much that he asked Ziegler to paint murals on the walls of the Seattle offices for the company. And then after that, orders just came pouring in. So by 1924, he had moved to Seattle. And his art found homes in the White House, governor's mansions, art collections, as well as museums. And he won innumerable prizes, awards, and citations.
It sounds like Ziegler had quite a successful career after leaving Alaska.
You know, he often said, if you don't paint for money, you'll make money. And his career lasted well into his golden years. In fact, he was averaging 1 or 2 paintings a week. But in 1969, at the age of 87, our sourdough preacher painter's career came to the end of the trail, although we did put him into Alaska's Hall of Fame in the early 1970s.